family, make sure you're sitting down, make sure you got your tea, your coffee, whatever you got, your smoke, whatever it is, your beer, whatever you got to do, make sure you're comfortable, because this one here, you don't want to miss it. And let's get down to the smoke.
Since 2023, people have started to see Diddy differently, but after the details revealed during the trial, the world will see him for what he really is, a sick individual who's into some dark things. Recently, the trial has commenced, and the first witness called to the stand is no other than Cassie. Cassie is one of the most important witnesses in this trial, as she was the woman who started this all. If it wasn't for suing Diddy back in 2023, the world will still be worshipping that fallen man. While on the trial, Cassie has been painting a picture of what exactly she went through with Diddy, giving us a vivid description of the disturbing freak-offs. According to Cassie, she met Diddy when she was fairly young at the age of 19 and began dating him not long after. She was an inspiring artist, and Diddy took a liking to her, signing her to his Bad Boy record label for a 10-album deal. The more time they spent together working on music, the closer they became, until she fell in love.
Now, it was a 10-album deal. Let me just pause it right there real quick. I'm not going to talk too much because I'm going to talk more towards the end. A 10-album deal. Cassie, from I remember, only came out with one album. The rest of the time, she's held hostage for his sick, depriving, whatever reasons he felt like he, you know what I'm saying? He wanted to keep that one from himself. There even is the fact that, she wanted to go to a Drake called the OVO Fest one time, and he beat the fuck out of that motherfucker. They said, you ain't going to see no Drake. You ain't going to Toronto. You ain't going to see no Drake. You ain't going to be out there partying with them niggas. LeBron and them niggas, we're not doing it. Oh my God.
With them. By the time she was 22, Diddy asked her if she would be willing to participate in his freak-offs. Cassie claimed she was initially caught off guard and shocked, but agreed to do them because she loved Diddy and wanted to keep him happy. Cassie then explained how these freak-offs would play out. They would invite male escorts or dancers to hotels they would book all over the country. They would order multiple men sometimes to show up. When the male escorts would show up, he would be greeted by Diddy and Cassie wearing a disguise. Cassie would wear a mask while Diddy would cover his face with a bandana. Then Diddy would sit in a corner while Cassie and the male worker engaged in intimate acts and watch while playing with his little Diddy, directing the entire session like if he were an adult film director. He would instruct them to continue until the escort would completely finish in or on Cassie. Cassie and Diddy would then immediately run into another room, leaving the escorts alone for a moment. Cassie claimed that when they were in the other room after finishing with the escort, Diddy would do the most disturbing thing about all of this. This is worse than anything else that has been reported, and that says a lot. According to Cassie, Diddy would instruct her to remove the male fluid from inside of her and then rub it on Diddy's chest area. Again, Cassie claims Diddy would want the escort's fluid rubbed on his chest after Cassie finished hooking up with him. This was seriously
Now, what kind of sick, psychotic behavior? Right away, you're going to say this man is a homosexual. Okay? You can say. It's deeper than that. I'm going to tell you, I'm not trying to hold y'all too much for this one right here. Let's continue this because, bro, what is being alleged here? And I've done my research. It's not a lie. It's what he's saying. It's 100% factual. And listen why Diddy, or you listen very carefully as to why Diddy is doing these things.
Disturbing, but groundbreaking information that confirms everything I've been exposing about Diddy for years now. Now you may be wondering, why the heck would Diddy want another man's fluid rubbed on his chest? Is it because he's gay and that's just some weird kink he's into? No, not at all. This is darker and deeper than the mainstream is trying to make it appear. Diddy is a sex magician occultist. He is into an occult practice called sex magic. He is a part of the occult sex religion called Thelema. What Cassie described wasn't her fulfilling Diddy's strange kinks. It was describing a sex magic ritual. In Thelema, exactly what Diddy has Cassie doing in these freak-offs is what goes on inside of these Thelema lodges. Groups of sex magicians engage in magical rites where a man and a woman engage in intimate activities together while others watch. Those a part of the Thelema religion believe that there's magic in intimacy, magic that they need to harness to become spiritually enlightened. By watching another couple engage in these activities, they are absorbing that energy. That's what Diddy was doing the whole entire time. Everyone you see at the very top in Hollywood.
Listen, what Diddy was doing was not by chance. Now, think about it. Why would a person, I mean, that's some kinky stuff. I don't know what people is into, to each his own. But what he is saying is really, really, you got to go do your research. You know what I'm saying? You got to go do your research.
Would engages in these rituals. Now, the reason Diddy wanted the male fluid rubbed on his chest, it's because in sex magic, they believe the male fluid is magical. They call it the life essence. They believe that the energy needs to be harnessed. The reason they do these rituals is to put themselves in a trance-like state where they can activate their higher selves. Diddy was participating in these sex rituals with Cassie. Now, Diddy has been telling the world he's a part of the Thelema religion for a while now. Every time you see him taking pictures doing this hand gesture, that is a Thelema hand gesture done during sex magic rituals. On top of this, in the religion Thelema, they claim that love is the law, love under will, which is basically the credo of the organization. Now, you should remember that Diddy changed his name to Love. This is a direct reference to Thelema. Diddy is referring to love is the law, love under will. It's why he released an entire album called the Love Album. All of it was Diddy secretly showing the world that he was an occultist into sex magic. These parties weren't just about fulfilling Diddy's disturbing desires. They were rituals done with a specific purpose. According to Cassie, Diddy was having her do this multiple times a week for several years. Cassie claims she wasn't able to quit because Diddy would film these rituals and then use them against her, claiming that he would release them if she stopped. The reason occultists participate in these sex rituals is because they believe it'll help them enter a higher spiritual realm that puts them in contact with higher spiritual entities. They believe these
A couple times a week? Like, that's and you gotta think about it. He only had Cassie like that. He didn't have Jennifer Lopez like that. You know what I'm saying? I think the reason being is Jennifer already came established. Jennifer came with some money. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't coerce her like he could Cassie, who was looking to upstart her career at the time. You get what I'm saying? So it was easy for her to get coerced into this and not know what she's participating in. You get what I'm saying?
These rituals allow them to communicate with these entities who grant them forbidden knowledge. These occultists will then use this forbidden knowledge to achieve whatever they want. Many inventors, artists, and actors all do these same sex rituals in order to contact these deities and use them for their work. Artists will use these deities to write his songs. Inventors will use these rituals to come up with the answers to their inventions. Actors do these rituals to allow the entities to take over them and use them for their acting roles. This is the secret of the highest degree in Masonry. This is what is taught in the 33rd degree. How to utilize sex magic to be able to communicate with these entities. Many people think Cassie was complicit in all of this because she wanted money. Part of this is true. Cassie wanted to be a successful artist. She saw Diddy as the man who could make that happen. But it appears Diddy had other plans for her, using her to perform these sex magic rituals.
T.G. Jakes. Did his son come out and say he turned him out? That's what I remember hearing. Y'all gotta let me know in the comment section below. And if you're still tuning in right now, you are definitely a real one. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button because you know we bring the flavor each and every day. Tune in tonight at 8 p.m. for another live because you know how we do it. Now, T.G. Jakes, he done resigned when all this shit came out. He said, I don't want no parts of this shit because Diddy might start talking. I was at them Diddy parties. I was doing all kind of shit that I don't want the congregation to know about. And look at the hand sign. I'm just saying.
Hey, J-Lo's ex-husband exposed her for using witchcraft and performing rituals for her success. Jennifer was married to Ojani back in 1998, right before she was with Diddy. Ojani even claims that Jennifer cheated on him with Diddy. More importantly, Ojani exposed something about Jennifer that most people don't know, that she's into black magic and witchcraft. According to Ojani, J-Lo is deep into Santeria, which is similar to voodoo. He claims that J-Lo was extremely serious about Santeria, and he was as well at one point. Ojani claims that he and Jennifer had a black magic godmother, that J-Lo even performed a Santeria ritual to be granted the Selena movie role, the movie role that changed her life. J-Lo started dating Ojani back in the mid-90s and ended up marrying him in 1998. He was actually her first husband and was with her before she became a massive star. He was exposed to Santeria after he started dating J-Lo. He claimed that after they broke up, because J-Lo was cheating on him with Diddy, he and J-Lo went to see their Santeria spiritual leader, who he called the Godmother. This is where he claims that J-Lo participated in sacrifices to the gods in order to cleanse herself of Diddy. According to Ojani, he saw J-Lo do a blood rebirth ritual where she bathed in chicken blood until she was covered in it from head to toe. He then claims that she was washed off with holy water and patted with herbs. This is what I believe he was referring to. All of these big celebrities are into this. Thelema is the secret religion of Hollywood. Thelema at its core is just Gnosticism, alchemy, and Luciferianism, ancient occult practices that these occultists use to become God. Understand that Diddy isn't the only one doing this. Kanye is also in
for Jennifer Lopez's ex-husband to come out with these kind of allegations. Obviously, we're not going to believe it until shit starts going down. Now, notice how a lot of people that stay silent when Diddy situation, because there's a lot of secrets that could be exposed. I know half of the motherfucking California got burnt down, and it was the places that, you know what I mean, they could have been hiding some things. You know what I'm saying? But Jennifer Lopez actually bathing in blood and all that kind of stuff. People do these things. Santa Leah, these things is real. You know what I'm saying? If she was praying to Santa Leah to get the fucking role, shit. So be it. That part, it's like, hey, man, to each his own. You know what I'm saying? You pray to who you want to pray to. Just don't be sacrificing people and shit. If she wants to bathe into blood and get a fucking deal, shit, my guy, do all the blood you got to, nigga. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Were they just freak offs, or were they deeper than that? And there's some type of satanic rituals that was going on of the occult style that we don't know about. And as always, let me know what country, what state, what province, what street corner, and what penthouse in the sky you checking in from, because we are worldwide, baby, and it's nothing but love.